Good morning, everybody. All right, sorry, I'm running super fucking behind. It is the fault of the beautiful place where I live. I went to run some errands, and I was driving back, and it was all pretty, and I was enjoying the music, and it was all like farmland and trees and snow, and it was lovely. And then I realized, hey, wait, I'm on the wrong road. I never took my turn. So then it took me like an extra 20 minutes to get home, and that threw everything the fuck off. And that is why we are behind. So let's see if we can connect with Midgeworth. So today Midgeworth is represented by some spinning circles. Wait, that way, that direction. I have to get my directions right, like Vanna. So this segment's basically going to be like the talk show portion, you know, like when somebody has a new movie coming out, they come and they talk about it, or like a TED Talk kind of thing, but breakfast time. So what do you want to talk about this morning, Midgeworth? What are you, like, not an expert in, but what do you think is something that's, like, important to you?
As far as, hang on, I'm seeing if this will work too. Um, Let me
My light's
share.
better.
I'm gonna share this so you can see me. That should work.
Yep,
Right?
I see that, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's a little tiny
Uh,
Midgeworth.
um, what like so for me, what is like what's important to me, especially on like Twitch or in general, is a family aspect to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't I can't help but be family oriented, so it's kind of like in my nature.
Mm-hmm.
So being that, you know, like trying to connect to everyone I can as a family is super important. So like that's why I wanted to do this with you, because like I have known you on Twitch for quite a while.
Yeah.
Uh,
Since we pretty much
so I felt
started
like,
streaming.
yeah, I think I met you when you were not affiliated yet.
Yeah, yeah.
You were still
Same, I remember
doing
your
you were
first affiliated stream I watched. Or when you were talking about
yeah.
how you were going to do that, yeah.
And then I remember when we were part of SP together.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, honey. Take care. Good job. You know, you're not switching the channel all the time. Frozen is on and you're watching Frozen. Don't be mad at me. You wanted to watch it. Um, just the things I deal with. Uh, but like I've known you for a while, so when you asked me to do this, I was actually like honored because I think it's cool just in general that you're doing stuff like this. Oh, child.
Well, like I always start in like early in the morning, and so like I feel like there isn't anything kind of like this in the morning where you kind of have like a morning show kind of thing instead of like
Yeah.
immediately get into like killing things first thing in the morning, you know. So we like
Good
wake up,
morning. Cup
have
of
some
coffee and
coffee,
killing. Cool.
do some trivia, and then the killing.
Yeah. Yeah. So like this is I think this is a really cool idea. I think even using Twitch as a platform for it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because it helps everybody get to know well, everybody.
Exactly, that's the thing, and I'm all about community and like sharing that, you know.
Yeah. Um, and that was kind of like my thing is like, when I started the Discord server, it was one of those things that I wanted to grow this by not inviting everybody I know to the server. Like, I wanted this to be family. I wanted this to be friends. I wanted this to be something that you're all on board and you're all on the same page with. Because it just makes it so much easier if you have like a mission statement and everybody understands and follows the mission statement.
Right, right. That's the thing, though. Trying to get everybody like in the same direction is hard sometimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like herding cats, man.
Yeah. Let me see one You are quiet on my end.
Am I? I can turn my thing up if you want.
You are quiet on my end.
Turn the gain up a little bit, if that helps a little bit.
That's better.
Okay.
But yeah, so like when I started this, it was one of those projects because particular things happened with other people, and I was kind of forced to hit the reset button. And ever since I hit the reset button for my channel and for me, it's been nothing but positive.
Yeah, like you've been like growing like crazy lately, but in a really good way too. Like you've been definitely helping everybody in like the group grow as well. Like as you grow.
Yeah, and I figured, and part of the reason why this is so fun for me is because it's like for me, it's I grow by one viewer, another viewer grows by 10 plus viewers, and like it makes logical sense that hey, I can get 10 people in your chat every single day. All I want you to do is to increase everyone else's channel by one viewer.
Right.
Like, if you're a Twitch streamer and someone goes, hey, I can gain 10 viewers just by watching other viewers, like, okay.
Yeah, like that's
everyone's gonna take that.
Like, how can you not, you know? That's why I always try to have, like, 3 tabs open at every time, like, at all times and stuff like that. I just feel like people have to remember, like, to follow good lurking practices, you know? Like, mute the tab, not the streamer, like, come in occasionally. That's why sometimes you'll just see me with my lurk icon and that's it. I'm just making sure that I look active, but I might be, like, cooking dinner.
Yeah, and, like, I made a lurk emote, too, for the same exact reason.
Yeah.
But that was like the thing for me too. It's like, you know, I want to make sure that if we have 60, we have 80, 100, 120 plus people in this Discord, everybody knows how to lurk.
Right?
Because not knowing how to lurk is just as like important as being active in one person's channel. So that's why I took a lot of time putting into that post on how to lurk effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I stress people when you come into the server, that should be the first place you look as far as importance goes.
Does it like say that like to like the thing when they first like join the server? It's one of the first things that they see or whatever. How to lurk.
Yeah, I think I told them look at everything in the important folder.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have it set up that it goes there.
I think so.
I have to redo a code too. I might have to.
And like even when I'm lurking, it doesn't mean I'm not watching. You know, it just means that I'm not really like active in the chat or anything. You know, yeah. I'm like watching you guys play Assassin's Creed while I make my dinner.
I got off stream yesterday. I raided someone else's channel. I didn't raid someone in the Discord, but no one was really on, and then everyone came on later. But like, I went on everyone's channel and I was like, hey, I'm hanging out with my kids right now, like upstairs, away from my computer, like completely on the other side of the world. Like, I'm here, just not here.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things that I was like, as long as we know how to do it and we can do it effectively, it makes all the difference in the world. Because I don't know if, Nev, you've seen this too, and I have seen it, and this goes for all small to medium-sized streamers. If you look at your chat and it says you have 10 viewers, 15 viewers, whatever the case would be, and you look over into your chat window and you see like 30 names, you don't have 30 people watching you.
A bunch of those are like Twitch bots and stuff. I keep telling people that.
No, that part I know, but I'm talking about like people that you recognize.
Right.
If you have 30 names in there that you recognize and your viewer count is 15, there are 15 people not doing something effectively.
Right, true.
They have one too many tabs open, rather they have you muted, or whatever the case would be.
Yeah, like no more than 3.
This is a perfect example. I was playing Final Fantasy VIII, doing my No Junction run. and I had 8 people. I had 8 viewers. You know how many viewers I had that I knew in my chat? 22.
That's a lot.
I had 22 people in chat that I knew who they were, and I had a viewer count of 8.
Oh yeah, because most of them probably weren't like, popping in with like the lurk and stuff like that.
Yeah, they weren't being active. They would come in and say like, hey, I'm still here, whatever, and then I'd see my chat go from 8 to like 15, then back down to 8 because of just not doing it effectively, or they don't realize that they have muted or whatever the case would be.
That's the thing, and people just, I think, just don't know how, or they think, and they're probably like trying to be like helpful, but
yeah. Like I said, I'd rather have 8 people be active than 20 people be inactive. So
yeah.
And as a Twitch partner, they care about viewer numbers, but that's the point. I don't be there every time.
Well, it's good to have like the viewer numbers up, because if you can get up to like the 20s, then you're more likely to start to actually be like showing up in like the browse and stuff like that for people, and then get more just like other people clicking on your stream and joining in and stuff like that,
And that's like,
I feel like that's the real goal of that.
All the time. I tell Steve all the time, the reason we do what we do in this server community is so you may potentially gain one more extra viewer that you didn't have last stream. Because if you went from 3 viewers to 12 viewers, you are higher up on the Twitch poll on the panels. The potential for more people to see you. And if one person comes in and becomes becomes a new viewer for you because of that,
then it's worthwhile, yeah.
That's literally all I could ever ask for, because that's what it's about. And when we would do events and have, see a big spike in someone's channel, it's because we want other people to gain viewers. It's not because, hey, let's do this for fun. No, this is okay, I now have 25 viewers. I normally have 12 or 15. It's potential to be seen.
So AG Magic is asking if game selection is also important. And that definitely is important as to being seen and stuff like that. Like, if you're playing Call of Duty, you're not way less likely to be seen than if you're playing, when I was playing King's Quest V the other day. People probably be like, what the fuck? There's 2 people playing that.
So game selection is like a double-edged sword. Because you want to play popular games because there's going to be a lot more people watching. But there's more people watching. So
yeah, true.
I'm at a point now where I'm at 400 plus followers, and I've never cared about how many followers I have. I could have 1 or I could have 7,000. It doesn't matter to me. But all of my followers are people that I've known on Twitch or have organically found playing unpopular games. And what I mean by that is, I'll do Final Fantasy challenge runs. If you look right now on Twitch, there's probably maybe 80 people watching Final Fantasies. So no one's watching it, but the people that are watching it are coming to it to watch that particular game, and then they stick around for you. So what's better? I don't have an answer.
That's why I just do my Retro Tuesday, because then I have one day where I have those games where it's just kind of like a niche thing and gets people's attention, but the rest of the time I'm playing games that I know a lot of people want to watch and that I really enjoy and want to spend a lot of time doing, and kind of have to if I'm going to be any good at it,
And that's what, and that's why, when I do Community Week, it's going to be a very popular week, because people like to interact with the streamer, chat, and everything else. When I play Jackboxes, when I do Jackbox games, I do things like that. That's a very fun week, and that's a very good week for me. But that's not what I want to be. I want to be my own person. I want to do my own things. I want to have my own thing. But doing very niche like niche things is cool because you'll gain an organic following. Like I have one of my followers, Yusum, who you'll see all the time in my chat. They found me through doing things like Final Fantasy challenge runs. And they will always like, and they'll always be in my chat because of that. So it's harder to be noticed when you're playing a game like Call of Duty. Rogue Company comes to mind. League of Legends, WoW, for example, stuff like that. Apex, because there's so many people playing it. There's honestly like 300, 400, 500 people playing those games at the same time you are.
Yeah.
So why is someone going to come to your channel because it says I'm playing ranked Apex? So are 600 other people. Like, and that's the problem. You want to play popular games because people want to watch popular games. People want to watch the Call of Duty. People want to watch Apex. People want to watch, you know, the brand new Spider-Man game that came out.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't want to do, because we're lazy by nature, is sit there and scroll through 40 to 50 panels on Twitch to look for something new. Because
See, I always have mine sort from like low to high, but that's just me because I try to find other small streamers that play the same kind of games that I do. But
that's what I do. I mean, I go low to high, but even if you go low to high, you're still scrolling down like 6, 7 rows sometimes to find someone with 2 viewers or
right.
you know, 1 viewer that's interactive. So like that's part of that. Like you have to kind of look at it that way. If you go low to high, you're gonna have a smaller streamer, sure, but if there's 30 people at 1 viewer, why are you going to go to that 1 viewer? You know, rather it's how their camera looks or how their, you know, how their face cam is set up or just the graphics or hell, even the title of your stream matters.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, how boring is it to look through a page and say, grinding to rank platinum when playing Apex, grinding to diamond, black time, woo. Like, that's not exciting. One of my most successful streams I've had playing Final Fantasy VIII was when I had a really catchy title. I'm playing a very niche game. Doing something that no one really does is doing challenge runs on Final Fantasy. But I still had people come into my chat to ask me what my title meant.
What was the title?
A Humu Humu is short for what? It's completely unrelated to what I'm doing.
Just got the intrigue in there, and so then people had to stop by and find out.
What is Humu Humu short for? You can either look it up on Google or come into my chat and be like, hey, what does Humu Humu stand for?
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, a Humu Humu is a triggerfish. The official name is Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apwa. You're welcome.
Some weird Final Fantasy thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a triggerfish. It's a saltwater fish that eats things. Like they're native to Hawaii, more specifically.
It'd be really interesting if, like, everything we heard, we really do, like, remember somewhere in our brain and we had a way to access that. Because I'll bet you I have, like, so much Final Fantasy knowledge in this head of mine. I just refuse to process any of it. So, like, it'd be really kind of interesting if I could find it.
Like, rewires my brain that way to be like, oh yeah, I forgot totally about this part, and then I like remember how to do it. And it's a lot of problem solving and like strategical things that I didn't know had to remember before, you know.
So I do want to make a side note to Big Bill Burt. So I was just thinking about watching Forgetting Sarah Marshall because, okay, so Freaks and Geeks is out on Hulu right now. That was a show that was like, what was it, like 99 it came out or something, like late 90s, early 2000. And it had like that dude from How I Met Your Mother, Jason Segel, and Seth Rogen and James Franco and stuff when they were all like little babies. And anyways, so Jason Segel dated the girl who was the main character in that show. and they broke up. And so he wrote the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall about their breakup, and that's what
Yeah.
that's about. And so watching
Alright.
Freaks and Geeks was making me want to watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So it's really funny that you mentioned that, and that's my story, the end. I just had to put that in.
That's what I said. That's why I like to. That's why I like to do that kind of stuff, because it like rewires my brain to be like, oh, I totally remember how hard this boss was. Like playing it normally, now I'm doing it as a challenge, so this is gonna be fun as hell. Like you learn new things about the games, and you learn to appreciate them better when you struggle and you haven't played it in a while, and all kinds of other things.
Oh, true. I've been finding that out on like Retro Tuesday when I play like things like Ocarina, like because I've beat that game before, but that was 20 years ago, so I don't I don't remember. Some of the memories are there, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of it's just muscle memory from 20 years ago. I don't know. You do a fight enough times, maybe you just remember it.
Yeah. So this kind of like all pigs back to AG's like question about does game matter? Game doesn't matter. I take that with a grain of salt, because you want to be noticed, so you want to play popular games, but it could take you longer to get noticed doing it that way. But you have to set yourself apart. You need a cool looking layout, i.e., look at mine. You need everything here is all done customly.
I can't wait until I get like a new camera.
That says, no one here, like everything here is like, I did this.
I made mine.
I'm responsible for all of what you see. And yeah, yours is unique too.
Mm-hmm.
It draws people in. And then on top of that, you as somebody need to be engaging by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I use this person all of the time, and this person is not the norm. I don't even know if I can say his name on Twitch, but Dr. Disrespect, for example, was one of those people that had a thing, a niche thing, that became successful. You can have a gimmick on Twitch. I have poof, for God's sakes, okay? I'm like a goddamn dragon.
I've been restraining so hard from poofing you, by the way. I have like enough points to do it, but last time you got mad at me, so
have like enough to make me poof for like a week.
You were mad at me for like a week last time I did it, so I don't want to make you mad.
No, it's fine. I mean, I have a poof emote now.
Yeah.
So, there are gimmicks that people do. Ninja's another one. Dr. Disrespect's another one. If you aren't entertaining, it doesn't matter. If you're not an entertaining streamer, it doesn't matter what you do. You could be naked as a male, and if you're not entertaining, it doesn't matter. So, like, Dr. Disrespect was entertaining, not my type of entertaining, but he was entertaining to people enough that he was successful on Twitch.
Right.
By having his sunglasses, by becoming a facade of somebody, he became popular. People were mysterious.
Like that other dude, the ending to the story or whatever his name is, like, I went on his stream once and I was just like, I need to mute this. I can't handle this right now, but I'm sure this is amusing to people.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he's a vocal guy. Like, he's, he's super sincere with everything. No. And and everyone, like, him and I and Steve-O, we all have our thing. He comes in, I yell story, and same thing, and everything else. So, like, we all have this niche thing.
I just can't do the volume. I have to turn it off.
Yeah.
But I also have a toddler who just get way too excited if he heard somebody yelling. He'd have to come over and see what's up, and it would be a whole thing.
And I tell people all the time when one of the members of our Discord, Sebi, who I've been friends with before I started streaming, he is a very entertaining person. You don't come to him for gameplay. You come for him because he's entertaining as hell. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to do streaming for being entertaining, you goddamn better be entertaining. If you are coming to stream to be a good because you are a good gamer. You better be a damn good gamer.
Right,
Because
right.
there are millions playing the same game you are, and you have to be better than them, or no one's gonna give a crap. So game matters, but the person matters more.
Well, that's why I've been trying to like do this too, because I feel like this is a good way for everybody to like get to know each other and get to know the streamers and like who they want to like see in the future and like what everybody's like personality wise and stuff, you know.
Like I have grown the way I've grown because of just me being me. Like what you see is like on stream is literally who I am. Like I don't do anything different in my personal life than I do on camera. Like my personal life is on display. Like I have a daughter right over there. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Like I can't pretend to be anybody else besides poop. But I can't pretend to be anybody. Like I've become popular the way I've become popular because I'm just me. And that's what matters. You don't always come for gameplay. People need to get that misconception out of their head. You don't come to Twitch to watch people play video games. Like you don't.
It's more like a chat room and like a community, and but everybody's all also watching the same TV show at the same time, you know?
Exactly. It's like when we were all younger. What did we like to do? We like to go to a friend's house and all play games together.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Twitch, on a platform that can reach billions of people. It's the same damn thing. We all have a billion friends on Twitch now.
Right?
You just have to make friends with a billion people. No big deal.
Blizzard just needs to get on the whole connecting the US and the EU servers, because I have this whole group of friends who like are Warcraft players who don't play on the same like thing that I do, so we can't play together.
Not yet, that's kind of insane.
What's that?
You're not connected yet server-wise?
No. Actually, Madhouse called them about it, and they said they're gonna like look into it in a future patch or something maybe one day. But like, yeah, nothing right now.
Insane. But I understand that because the server power that would require would be insane. Lennon, what are you doing? Hi. Hi. Anybody in chat have any questions? Like, what's my favorite color?
Bill says that you have to do push-ups, by the way.
Who?
Bill says that you love to do push-ups and that you need to do them.
I don't love to do them, but... Yeah.
We'll save that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Fitness Friday. I'm gonna do like fitness-related video games.
Bill, so if you want me to do push-ups, you know, I'll be on later.
I've been like thinking about hitting that button, but I don't want to get you to like get mad about that either. I feel like it's a mean one.
I mean, I put them on there for a reason. Like I used to like, I didn't have kids and I wasn't like married, and I had more time on my hands. I was like a big, heavy. I worked out a lot, and so now that I'm sitting on my chair all day, I want to at least get up and move more. So
right. That's why I put yoga on mine.
Why did I do this? I hate doing push-ups. This is stupid. God, if I didn't like it, I'd take it down. I think the one day I did like 120 push-ups and like 80 squats or something.
Well, tomorrow's Fitness Friday. I'm going to show a workout routine and then play some fitness video games.
Nice. There's that Wii one. Wasn't there like a Switch one that had like the ring or whatever, and you had to like...
I'm not sure if that's one that I got. I got something called Fitness Boxing that I'm going to try out. That's like a demo. I don't know if it's any good. But I also just got a Wii, so I was thinking about trying to hook that up over here too.
Yeah, because there was like a Switch game. I think it was like a ring, and it was like you could do all these other exercises, but like it was a game built in. So,
yeah, you have to buy the ring.
You're working out that much.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that might be worth it if I like work out more. I might buy more stuff for my Switch, but everything for it's so expensive.
People are allowed to walk outside. It's okay. It's okay.
Are you going live? Because as soon as you do, Bill's going to attack you with push-ups, just so you know.
I don't care.
I'm just giving you the heads up so you're forewarned.
I don't have Freya today, so I've only got the little one, and she'll be napping. So there'll be
there you go.
Push-ups today.
Yeah, they're harder to do with little guys. My boyfriend always does them on Saturday morning, and my son sits on him. What's that?
When I have my 40-pound daughter and my 20-pound youngest, doing push-ups, doing 10 push-ups, additional 60 pounds on you.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, John only has to deal with an additional, 30 pounds or so from my son, but...
Yeah. Hey, bud. Come say hi. Come on. Ah, boy. Over here.
Ooh, it's a puppy dog.
It's a puppy dog.
It's a puppy dog. Aww.
You're a big puppy.
Look, guys, there's a puppy dog.
You're a big softie, aren't you? A big softie with the loud, obnoxious bark. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So we could try Jackbox again if I don't have anybody's. I thought maybe if I try with nobody's stream on in the background, maybe there'll be less lag. But I don't know if it'd just be frustrating.
Once you shared it on the Discord, once you did it that way, it was fine.
Okay. So maybe we should just tell people expect lag unless you're in Discord.
That's pretty normal regardless. When you're screen capturing stuff, that's not a big that's nothing out of the ordinary.
Mm. They need to make a special edition that is linked into Twitch or something.
That would be a cool extension.
Yeah. That'd be fucking sick.
Put in your if you bought the game, you put in your account or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it would be, and then you would be able to play it on Twitch as an extension. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, there's a game that works through Twitch that I was gonna try also that Sin told me about called Words on Stream or something.
Oh, okay.
And it's a word game that you can do on stream. It's kind of like a Boggle. It looks like.
Huh.
Where you have to make words out of letters. But that's linked through Twitch, so supposedly there isn't any lag. So I don't know. It is possible.
Okay. Yeah, and there are other games too. There's an actual word. There's a trivia game on Twitch as an extension that you can run. So you can. I can have this overlay and have the game over here.
I should do that sometime.
Logo, and it'll pop up on there. Kind of stuff.
More to investigate in the future.
But I think a lot of it is you have to some of them you have to do your own questions.
Right. Which would also be fun.
Some of them have pre-built ones, but I don't know. I don't really feel like going through and having 100 questions ready to go.
Yeah.
Not what I want to do.
That's a lot. Yeah, 100's a lot. I would say maybe 10 questions. That would be a good one. But
yeah, and you have to recycle the questions. So it's
just come up with ones related to the games that you play or something,
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting,
Anyone
actually.
have questions for me since they're here?
Yeah, anybody have any questions for Midgeworth regarding community building or growing on Twitch or being a poof or whatever else?
What's it like to be a dragon?
What's it like to be a dragon?
It's hot.
I was going to say, is it hot and sweaty in there?
It's a fleece onesie, yes. It is incredibly warm.
You need to get a little fan and put it inside your thing.
I freaking wish. I normally wear a t-shirt and jeans every day.
Mm-hmm.
I literally put gym shorts on to wear food. I got changed literally yesterday just to wear food, so I didn't die on stream.
You could do your own OnlyFans where you're wearing nothing under poof. See if the girls will watch that.
I'll just unbutton a button every hour.
Then you could totally do something where you're doing something totally wholesome and cleaning.
Quickly for that.
Midgeworth, oh my god, you should do a totally wholesome OnlyFans where you're just cleaning and taking care of your kids and stuff.
Well, So what I was thinking about doing at one point was buying a like a streamer backpack and doing an IRL stream.
Mm-hmm.
So
That'd be
like
cool.
I literally like take care of the kids all day, and I'm like running around making them lunch, doing things like like just normal everyday household shit. But like
Oh, all you really need probably if you're doing it in the house is like a wireless camera maybe, and have your computer do all the work.
like I don't have one of those.
You know, I'm just saying that's the less expensive route.
I do have another camera, so what I could do is I could set it up on like a shelf and have it look down at where the kids are, and like have my camera on, like move my chair out of the way.
Oh, and
the only thing you would miss would be like my kids going into the kitchen, but like we have like stuff everywhere and toys and.
as is when you have kids, you know what I mean? My place is the same. That's why you only see a select portion of it.
Your life will become when you have kids.
And Bill has a question for you.
This is my life every day, and I don't get paid for it. So enjoy playing like Where Are My Monsters every day.
So Midge, Bill has a question for you. He says, if you could go back and talk to a younger version of yourself when you first started streaming, what advice would you give yourself?
That's a really tricky question. Because I'm going to be honest, I haven't been streaming that long. Something I would tell myself is,
Tell 2020 Midge.
yeah, 2020 Midge, August 2020 Midge, compared to January 2021 Midge, would be, one thing is don't just let anybody into your life on Twitch. I know it's really fascinating to get like that one extra viewer or that one new follower, or do something on Twitch that like you haven't done before because you're doing it with and for other people. Like, just be careful. As many friends as I have made on Twitch, I have made just as many enemies, and that comes with it's the internet. It happens, and everything is always unintentional. So just be careful of who you become friends with. It's okay to be selective. It is okay.
Right.
You choose who you want to be your friends in real life. You can choose who you want to be your friends on your Twitch life. It is 100% okay to not be friends with somebody on Twitch because you don't like them or trust them or whatever. You may lose a viewer, but you'll gain more. It's fine.
Better to have a handful of quality friends than 100 that you don't really trust that much.
Yep. Yep. That goes back to the active viewers. I'd rather have 8 active viewers than 20 people that don't give a shit and that don't show up.
Right.
Well, that's like viewership. Oh, another thing I would tell myself is followers do not matter.
Mm-hmm.
Followers don't matter. People follow you for anything. People follow you from raids and they never come back to your channel. Followers do not matter.
Yeah, right.
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what my follow number is. People are like, are you going to do like a 500 follower giveaway? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't care. Because I'm going to get 500 followers eventually regardless. And, like, to me, that's a number. That's like, I said, I forget who I said this to, but it's like having Facebook friends.
Yeah, no, it's a meaningless number if there's no interaction.
Like,
yeah, it's meaningless without interaction. That's why, like, with people with follow numbers, you can tell when they have, like, 1,000 followers and, like, one person in their stream. It's like, oh, you did something wrong somewhere.
Yeah. And, like, so I don't want to use this person, I don't want to blow this person up, but one person in our server, Evil Eye, he was that way. And he admitted to me, like, when he started, he thought that was the way to go. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, dude, like, he had like 600, 800 followers, and he had like average of 1 viewer. I'm like, that's why, because they don't care. Followers are just a number. You want those people that you're gonna stick with and
right,
and be with you regardless.
Like Dark Season just said, it's vanity metric.
Yeah. it. You know, it's how much money's in your purse, not how much money's in your account. Like, you know, I could have $100 in my wallet. People think I'm rich, but those are the only $100 I have in my entire bank account.
Right, and you still got to go get diapers and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I look rich doesn't mean I am rich.
Yeah.
Or I look poor doesn't mean I am poor. Like, followers are just a number. And don't be bent up on how many followers you want to gain this month, or you know, I want to get 700 followers by the end of the year. It's like, I don't care. I'm not saying I don't love all of my followers. I love all of my followers. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't give them away to anybody. But have an idea of how many followers need to like be successful. There is no number.
Yeah.
You saying hi, Lennon? You saying hi?
Hi.
Say hi. Stand up and say hi.
Oh, what a cute little shirt you have.
It's like a bear with glasses, or whatever this animal's supposed to be.
It's a smart bear.
Hello. So yeah, that's another thing I would say to myself is followers, like followers you have, the active followers you have, are the best things you have.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the part that actually matters. Is the people that that'll interact with you and talk to you and be part of your community. You know.
There are people on Twitch way better than I am at what I do that have 100 followers. Does it make you a better streamer? Like